Hey everyone, and welcome to ChineseSkill Unit 26. In this unit, we're going to cover some basics around making travel plans, as well as learn how to express different durations of time. So let's get started. Imagine you have a vacation coming up, and you can choose to go anywhere in the world. Where would you want to travel to? To answer this question, we first need to learn a new word. 想. 想 means to want to or would like to, and can be used in the following basic structure. 想 plus a verb phrase. For example, 我想回家. 我想回家. I want to go home. Or 你想吃什么? 你想吃什么? What would you like to eat? So if I asked you, 你想去哪里旅行? Where do you want to travel to? How could you reply, I would like to travel to Shanghai? 我想去上海旅行. 我想去上海旅行. I want to travel to Shanghai. Good. Additionally, 想 can also mean to miss, commonly used in the phrase 我想你, which means I miss you. So how would you ask the question, do you miss me? 你想我吗? 你想我吗? Do you miss me? Good job. Now you may be thinking, the first usage of 想, meaning to want, is very similar to the word 要 from previous units. When expressing that you want to do something, 想 and 要 are mostly interchangeable, although they do have slightly different meanings. 想 simply means someone hopes or would like to do something, and it's just an idea in their head. Whereas 要 means someone has a strong desire to do something and will take action. For example, right now, I could say, 我想回中国. I would like to go back to China. Now, I'm not actually planning to travel to China right now, but it is something that I'd like to do. On the other hand, if I said, 我要回中国, this can also translate to, I want to go back to China, but here it's not just an idea. It's something that I'm actually going to do. So how would you say, I want to go to Beijing, if it's only an idea and not something that you're going to act on? 我想去北京. 我想去北京. I would like to go to Beijing. And how would you say, I want to buy a new cell phone, meaning you will be taking action? 我要买一个新手机. 我要买一个新手机. I want to buy a new cell phone. Good job. Looking back at the statement, 我想去上海旅行. I want to travel to Shanghai. Let's say you're planning on traveling with a friend. In Chinese, to express do something together with somebody, we use the following structure. 跟 a 一起 plus a verb. For example, 跟我朋友一起去. Go with my friend. Or 你跟谁一起来? Who are you coming with? So how would you say, I'm going to Shanghai with a friend? 我跟一个朋友一起去上海. 我跟一个朋友一起去上海. I'm going to Shanghai with a friend. Good job. When making travel plans in Chinese, it's important to also be able to say how long you will be traveling for. In Chinese, to express a duration of time, there are two different structures that we can use. The first structure is a number plus ge plus a time word. Here, ge is being used as a measure word. And the time words used with this structure include hour, week, and month. Hour in Chinese is 小时, which literally translates to little time. 1 hour is 一个小时. 一个小时, 1 hour. And we already know the words for week and month. So first, how would you say 1 week? 一个星期. 一个星期, 1 week. Now, how would you say 1 month? 一个月. 一个月, 1 month. Good. The second structure used for time durations is very similar to the first. We just take out the measure word ge and simply say a number plus a time word. The time words associated with this structure are day, year, second, and minute. 一天 means 1 day, and 一年 means 1 year. Minute in Chinese is 分, and second is 秒. However, for 1 minute, we need to say 一分钟, and for 1 second, we say 一秒钟. Now, I know that was a lot, so let's practice together real quick, but to do so, we first need to learn a new verb. 待 means to stay, and is commonly used before a time duration to mean stay for a certain period of time. So if I asked you, 你在中国待多久? How long will you be staying in China? How would you say, I will be staying in China for 2 weeks? 我在中国待2个星期. 我在中国待2个星期. I will be staying in China for 2 weeks. And how would you say, I will be staying in China for 1 year? 我在中国待1年. 我在中国待1年. I will be staying in China for 1 year. Good job. Next, I want to expand a little bit on the grammar structures used with time phrases. Before, we learned the structure subject, time phrase, verb or verb phrase, where the time phrase is placed after the subject and before the verb. Like in 我明天去上海. I'm going to Shanghai tomorrow. Additionally, when making a statement, the time phrase can also be placed in front of the subject. For example, 明天我去上海. Tomorrow, I'm going to Shanghai. Or 明年我要回中国. Next year, I want to go back to China. I do want to mention, if the time phrase contains a question word, like 什么 or 几, we usually place it after the subject. For example, 你什么时候回家? When are you going back home? Or 他几点上班? What time does he go to work? So using the time phrase in the beginning of the sentence before the subject, how would you say, I don't work on Saturday? 星期六我不上班. 星期六我不上班. Saturday, I don't work. Now, using the subject in the beginning before the time phrase, how would you say, I'm going back home at 3 o'clock? 我3点回家. I'm going back home at 3. Good job. Bye bye.